first thing that we have to do, as mentioned, part of the build, the fact that this is an 09 means our accessories don't quite line up with the belt for the Hellcat Supercharger, because for 2 years, for whatever reason, Dodge decided that it would be super sweet if they made the distance from the front of the block to the pulleys different than the 11 and up ones. So we're going to be changing most of the accessories up front first before we can even look at getting the Supercharger ready to be bolted up. So that is our first step. And I've enlisted the help of course, my main man, Matt.
Hello.
Sucker for punishment, helping me out like always. What a champion. And yeah, so we're draining the rad and starting to rip out some accessories. Or it was enough that we were scared that...
Yeah, especially when you're reusing the rad, it's...
we're going to break it.
Yeah. Yeah, she's definitely tight.
It's nice you actually got it to turn, though.
Yeah.
That means we could potentially make considerably less of a mess.
A little bit, at least.
I'm actually super impressed. We didn't even really make a mess pulling the rad away from the power steering cooler. Nice. Yeah, look at all those bugs.
Yeah, that's what was causing us over.
Yeah, on the track. Didn't even need to get a new...
No.
That should work for this.
Loud. Is that me?
Probably. That was like a tuning fork.
Yeah. Ding.
Yeah, and it's only got... There we go. Yeah. Yeah, that guy actually works not too bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy will work. That is Titan. That's not Titan.
Snap.
Yeah. Oh, cool. Yeah, that's great.
We'll extract it from the time recover.
Yeah, that's fun. Love that. Yeah, at least if I get them cracked, I'm sure.
Yeah, then you can run a little.
Yeah. That should kind of work. And then I could probably quickly buzz them out. You pizza chip. Yeah, at that point, right? Okay, so now we've got the harmonic balancer off, we've got the alternator off, we've got the power steering pump off. Now we're going to crank the car down because, I mean, I don't know if you can tell in these, I'm pretty short, so I definitely can't reach the back intake bolts too well. So we're going to get the car down, get the intake off, and yeah, that'll be our next step. We're getting closer.
Something else. Oh, the booster hose.
Lifting up. Ah, there you go, buddy. Nice work.
Yeah, up and away.
Mr. Intake, thank you for your service.
Yeah. Yeah, because I guess the column was on there too, and all your parts were there.
Yes, it was a lot. Yeah, like yeah. Had some stuff come in. Nice. Okay. Now we're gonna cut pretty much exactly on this line and then just hug that bolt. We gotta keep that really tight so that supercharger clears. So of course, when I went to change the battery on the camera, I accidentally bumped the audio input, so there's no sound on these clips. But basically, the reason I'm using a Sawzall here is because the grinder only cuts so deep. So I use it to score a nice straight line of exactly where I want it to go to kind of guide where the blade was. And then with a Sawzall, I have so much reach with the blade that I can cut a nice straight line all the way through without having to go back and forth from side to side. And with the blades available for Sawzalls, if you use them every day at work like I do, you know they have some crazy blades that'll cut through like high strength steel like nothing. So this, I'm using a Milwaukee torch blade, and it's got more than enough length on it that I can get a nice clean cut straight through. Now on the back side of the cover, there's a couple webs that are going at a strange angle, so we're using the grinder again to score it in a straight line exactly where I want, and then back to the Sawzall to complete the cut where I can cut all the way through in a nice straight line. Using both tools actually worked really well. This was actually pretty easy to notch with both of them. No problems at all. And then we're just smoothing out some of the edges. Now I know I'm smoothing it out with a zip disc. I'm just kind of taking the roughness off some of those edges. But don't use a zip disc. It is not good. Use a grinding disc for this stuff, but I'm just really touching it up lately. And there you can see that is exactly where the supercharger snout is going to sit, and that gives it plenty of room so that there's no interference. So when we go to bolt this up to the adapter plate, it's going to sit nice and flush with no clearance issues. Now, in most of the other content creators that have done this swap that I've seen, they've all had to redo the cuts after they tried to fit the supercharger on. So me notching the web behind it was just a way to try to avoid it and give us as much space as possible. Damn it, our perfect solution is now screwing us over.